There's one trait that makes a man magnetically attractive to women, more than looks, money, or charm. It's purpose. Men with clear direction and mission trigger deep psychological attraction in ways most men never understand. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why women are irresistibly drawn to purpose-driven men and how this changes everything about attraction. Let's decode the psychology. Welcome back to Behind the Mind, where we explore the psychology of attraction and human behavior. Today, we're revealing why women are powerfully drawn to men with purpose and why men without clear direction struggle with attraction. This isn't about career success or money specifically. It's about having a mission, direction, and goals that matter more than female validation. It's about being a man building something meaningful, and that quality triggers attraction at deep psychological and evolutionary levels. Women consistently report being attracted to ambitious or driven men, but what they're really attracted to is purpose, the psychological state of a man moving towards something meaningful. This attraction is backed by evolutionary psychology, neuroscience, and behavioral studies. Understanding why purpose attracts helps you become genuinely attractive, not through tricks, but through authentic development. Let's break down the 7 psychological reasons why women are drawn to men with purpose. Reason 1. Purpose signals high value and future potential, 2 of the strongest attraction triggers in evolutionary psychology. The evolutionary psychology, throughout human history, women's survival and their children's survival depended on choosing resourceful, capable partners. Purpose signals both current capability and future trajectory. What purpose communicates? When you have clear goals and direction, you signal competence, you can achieve things, resourcefulness, you can acquire what's needed. Future orientation, you're building something long-term. Intelligence, you think strategically about your life. Why this triggers attraction? Women's psychology evolved to assess not just current status, but future potential. A man building something compelling is more attractive than a man plateaued with no direction. The trajectory principle. Women assess trajectory more than current position. A man with purpose on his way up is more attractive than a complacent man already at the top. What this looks like? You're building a business, advancing your career, developing skills, pursuing creative projects, or working towards meaningful goals. You have vision for where you're going. The contrast? Men without purpose appear directionless, unmotivated, and low value. They signal they're not going anywhere, which triggers no attraction. The neuroscience. When women perceive future potential and upward trajectory, it activates reward centers in the brain. Purpose signals this man is worth investing in. Why this matters? Your purpose demonstrates you're not just surviving, you're building, creating, and moving towards something meaningful. That forward momentum is inherently attractive. The deeper attraction. Women want to be part of something bigger than themselves. A man with purpose offers that. Joining him means being part of his compelling mission. Bottom line, purpose signals high value, capability, and future potential, all powerful evolutionary attraction triggers. Reason 2. Men with purpose naturally have abundance mindset because they're not desperate for female validation. Their fulfillment comes from their mission. The psychology, when your life's meaning comes from your purpose, women become an addition to an already fulfilling life, not the source of fulfillment. This creates attractive abundance energy. Why neediness kills attraction? When men need women for validation, identity, or happiness, that desperation is palpable and repulsive. It signals low value and lack of options. How purpose eliminates neediness? When you're genuinely passionate about building something, your emotional state doesn't depend on female approval. You're fulfilled whether she's there or not. What women experience? They feel your outcome independence. You're interested in them, but you don't need them. That non-neediness is magnetic because it's rare. The scarcity versus abundance. Men without purpose have abundant time and emotional energy for women, which makes their attention worthless. Men with purpose have scarce attention, which makes it valuable. The behavioral manifestation. Men purpose-driven move with intention, speak with conviction, and carry themselves with confidence that comes from knowing where they're going. The social perception. Other people naturally respect men with purpose, and women notice that respect. Social validation amplifies individual attraction. Why this matters? You don't have to perform masculinity when you're genuinely purpose-driven. It emerges naturally from having mission and direction. The deeper attraction. Feminine energy seeks masculine energy to balance and complete it. Purpose is masculine energy in its most attractive form. Bottom line, Purpose creates genuine abundance mindset that naturally attracts women. Reason 3. Purpose embodies core masculine traits, drive, ambition, competence, and mission orientation, all of which trigger feminine attraction. The masculine-feminine polarity. Masculine energy is directional, moving towards goals, building, achieving. Feminine energy is relational, connecting, feeling, being. Purpose is concentrated masculine energy. Why polarity creates attraction? Feminine energy is attracted to masculine energy. When you embody masculine, purpose-driven masculinity, you create polarity that generates sexual tension. What purpose demonstrates? Drive, you're motivated and moving forward. Competence, you're capable of achieving things. Discipline, you can delay gratification for goals. Leadership, you can direct energy towards outcomes. Strength, you can handle challenges and setbacks. Why these traits attract? Evolutionarily, these masculine traits signaled ability to protect, provide, and lead, all critical for survival. Modern women still respond to these signals. The embodiment. Men with purpose naturally embody masculine energy. They're decisive, goal-oriented, and focused. This masculine presence is attractive to feminine energy. The contrast, men without purpose often seem directionless, passive, and lacking masculine drive. This creates no polarity and therefore no attraction. The behavioral signals. Purpose-driven men move with intention, speak with conviction, and carry themselves with confidence that comes from knowing where they're going. The social perception. Other people naturally respect men with purpose, and women notice that respect. Social validation amplifies individual attraction. Why this matters? You don't have to perform masculinity when you're genuinely purpose-driven. It emerges naturally from having mission and direction. The deeper attraction. Feminine energy seeks masculine energy to balance and complete it. Purpose is masculine energy in its most attractive form. Bottom line, purpose creates genuine abundance mindset that naturally attracts women. Reason 4. Purpose makes you inherently interesting. They have stories, experiences, passions, and depth that make them compelling. The psychology, interest and attraction are closely linked. Boring people don't attract. Interesting people do. Purpose makes you interesting by default. What makes purpose-driven men interesting? They have stories about challenges they're overcoming. They're passionate about something meaningful. They're learning, growing, and evolving constantly. They have knowledge and expertise in their domain. They have experiences from pursuing their goals. Why this creates attraction? Women bond through conversation and emotional connection. If you're interesting, conversations with you are engaging. If you're boring, they're draining. The contrast, men without purpose have nothing compelling to talk about. Their lives are work, TV, and waiting for weekends. There's no passion, no growth, no interesting stories. The conversational dynamic, purpose gives you endless material. I'm working on this challenging project. I'm learning this new skill. I'm building towards this goal. I recently overcame this obstacle. Why this matters? You become someone she wants to know more about. Your life is intriguing because you're actually doing interesting things. The depth factor. Purpose creates layers. You're not just surface level, you have depth, complexity, and substance because you're pursuing meaningful things. The social effect. Interesting people attract social attention. When others find you compelling, she notices and amplifies her attraction. The long-term sustainability. Relationships with interesting people stay fresh. Relationships with boring people stagnate. Purpose keeps you perpetually interesting. The psychological engagement. Her mind stays engaged with you because you're constantly evolving, achieving, and becoming more. Bottom line, purpose makes you inherently interesting, and interesting is attractive.
Reason 5. Purpose signals psychological and financial security. You're building something sustainable, which triggers deep female attraction to stability. The evolutionary psychology. Women's biology wired them to seek partners who could provide stable resources for themselves and offspring. Purpose signals you can provide stability. What purpose communicates about security? Financial trajectory, you're building wealth or capability. Psychological stability, you have direction and grounding. Reliability, you follow through on commitments. Future planning, you think long-term. Problem solving, you can overcome obstacles. Why security attracts? Despite modern independence, women still respond to signals of male capability and stability. It's biological attraction, not conscious choice. The distinction. This isn't about money specifically, it's about demonstrated capability to build, create, and sustain. A man building something meaningful, even if not currently wealthy, is attractive because of trajectory. What this looks like: you're advancing your career, building a business, developing valuable skills, creating financial stability, or establishing yourself professionally. The psychological safety. Purpose-driven men create psychological safety because they're grounded in something meaningful. They're not flailing or directionless, they're anchored. The future orientation. When you have purpose, you're thinking years ahead. This long-term thinking signals you're a viable long-term partner. The contrast. Men without purpose seem unstable and risky. They might be fine today, but there's no trajectory suggesting they'll be fine tomorrow. The confidence correlation. Purpose creates genuine confidence because you know you're building something. That confidence is attractive and creates feelings of safety. Why this matters particularly. In uncertain economic times, purpose-driven capability becomes even more attractive. Women want partners who can navigate challenges. Bottom line, purpose signals security, stability, and capability, deeply attractive traits rooted in evolutionary psychology. Reason 6. Men with purpose aren't emotionally clingy or demanding because they're fulfilled by their mission, making them easy and attractive to be around. The psychology. Emotional neediness and clinginess are attraction killers. Purpose-driven men don't exhibit these traits because their emotional fulfillment comes from their work and goals. What women experience with clingy men? Constant need for attention and validation, emotional burden of being his primary support, suffocating lack of independence, resentment at being his entire emotional world. Why purpose eliminates clinginess? When you're absorbed in meaningful work, you don't have time or need for constant connection. You're fulfilled by your progress and achievements. The behavioral difference. Purpose-driven men don't need constant texting to feel secure, can go hours or days focused on work without emotional crisis, don't require continuous reassurance, have independent emotional regulation, aren't threatened by her having her own life. The attractive dynamic. She becomes a welcome addition to your life, not a required life support system. This creates healthy interdependence, not codependence. The breathing room. Women need space in relationships. Purpose-driven men naturally provide it because they're genuinely occupied with meaningful things. The contrast. Men without purpose often become clingy because they have nothing else fulfilling their time and emotional needs. She becomes their everything, which suffocates her. The attraction sustainability. Relationships where both people have purpose stay fresh because there's mutual respect, space, and ongoing individual growth. Bottom line, purpose eliminates neediness and clinginess, making you easy and attractive to be around. Reason 7. Purpose-driven men inspire women to pursue their own goals and growth, creating a dynamic of mutual elevation that's deeply attractive. The psychology. People are attracted to those who elevate them. When your purpose inspires her to be better, you become irreplaceable. How purpose inspires her. Your drive motivates her own ambition. Your discipline inspires her self-improvement. Your growth mindset encourages her development. Your achievements show her what's possible. Your commitment to purpose models dedication. Why this creates attraction. She becomes a better version of herself around you. This transformation creates profound appreciation and attachment. The elevation effect. When someone makes you want to be better, you become deeply bonded to them. Your purpose creates this effect in her. The shared growth. Purpose-driven relationships become partnerships in mutual elevation. Both people push each other to achieve more. The contrast. Men without purpose often drain energy rather than inspire. Being with them feels like stagnation, not growth. The respect factor. She respects men who inspire her. Respect is foundational to sustained attraction. Without respect, attraction dies. The long-term bond. Shared growth and mutual inspiration create relationships that deepen over time instead of fading. The identity enhancement. Being with a purpose-driven man enhances her sense of identity. She's not just anyone's partner, she's the partner of a man building something meaningful. The social status. Your purpose gives her social status and pride. She's proud to be with someone accomplishing things. Why this is powerful. You're not just a boyfriend, you're a catalyst for her becoming her best self. Bottom line, purpose inspires her growth, creating deep attraction through mutual elevation. So what does having purpose actually look like? It's not necessarily dramatic or grandiose. Career purpose, building your career, becoming excellent in your field, advancing professionally. Business purpose, starting or growing a business, creating value, solving problems. Creative purpose, creating art, music, writing, or any creative expression. Athletic purpose, training for competitions, mastering a sport, physical excellence. Intellectual purpose, learning, researching, developing expertise in areas you're passionate about. Service purpose, helping others, contributing to causes, making meaningful impact. The key elements: direction, you know where you're going. Passion, you care deeply about what you're building. Commitment, you show up consistently. Progress, you're actively moving forward. Priority, it matters more than comfort or validation. What purpose is not? Having a job you hate but keep for money, vague dreams with no action, hobbies you do occasionally without commitment, goals that exist only to impress women. The authenticity requirement. Your purpose must be genuine. Women detect fake purpose immediately. You must actually care about what you're building, not just pretend to attract them. So, there you have it. 7 psychological reasons why women are magnetically drawn to men with purpose, from signaling high value, to creating abundance mindset, to embodying masculinity, to being interesting, to providing security, to avoiding clinginess, to inspiring growth. Purpose is the ultimate attraction multiplier. This isn't about faking ambition to get women. It's about genuinely finding and pursuing meaningful purpose, and attraction becomes a natural byproduct. What's your purpose? Share in the comments. And if this explained why aimless men struggle while driven men attract, hit that like button and subscribe to Behind the Mind for more psychology of attraction, masculine development, and becoming genuinely attractive. Remember, don't find purpose to attract women. Attract women by finding genuine purpose. The order matters.